Denon debacle is ridiculous because everything that I just seen in the new uh, 3000X by Denon. I mean, sorry, not by Denon, by Alpha Theta is ridiculous because Denon has been doing this. Engine has been doing this for a little over 5 years. And the fact that you're trying to pull the wool over our eyes, you know what I mean, acting like, oh, it's a brand new technology that it's never been done before. It's like, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, you know Denon has been doing this for a minute, and then here you come waltzing in like Boo Boo the Fool, like you didn't know that they were doing this. It's like, no. Like, clearly they got customers like me and everybody else that, you know what I mean, people are shopping. You can't just act like, you know, Pioneer has, you know, been always innovating new stuff. It's just like you want competitors because then people are just not stuck with what you have to offer. You know what I mean? Especially if you know, you have Serato DJ. Like I can understand if Pioneer and Alpha Theta were like the only ways you could DJ. You know what I mean? Then it's just like, okay, I don't have much of a choice. You know what I'm saying? But now that you have DJ Pro, you got Serato, you got Denon, you know, Newmark is also in the same company. Like, you know, you got stems that are a thing now. It's just like, come on, man. Like, stop acting like these things aren't a thing. You know what I mean? Stop acting like you're above the features that's already out. And then you go around and you copy, you go around and you copy the features. Like, it's just like, what? Like, what are y'all on right now? Like, stop with this, like, you know, we are the industry standard and whatever we're doing is new and whatever you saw didn't exist. It's just like, no, stop doing that. You're making customers like not even want to like look your way. You know what I mean? What's going on, Cat Daddy? I get that a lot. I get that so much. I might as well just cosplay him like the Halloween. Like I just needed somebody just tell me like a costume of Will Smith that I should do, and I'll do it. Should I dress up in a full suit when he did the thing to Chris Rock on stage, or I don't know, Independence Day, uh, you know, I don't know, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I don't know. You tell me, like, and I'll do it. Hopefully, people will pay me for it or want to take pictures. I don't know. But anyways, ooh, excuse me. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to let people know, you know, that this is DJ talk, and the future of DJing. Denon, like, can easily do all the features that Pioneer or Alpha Theta is doing. You know what I mean? And what a terrible name. I'm sorry. I don't care, like, you know, if they would that was their parent name or their godparents' name or whatever. But like that's a terrible name. Like you gotta admit that is like to go from Pioneer DJ to Alpha Theta DJ. It's not even Alpha Theta DJ. It's just called Alpha Theta. It's just like it just sounds like you know a sorority or a fraternity. You know what I mean? It's just like it doesn't make sense to like I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a DJ company. It sounds like a fraternity. You know what I mean? It sounds like a bunch of jocks made this. You know what I'm saying? That don't care about DJing is like it just sounds out of place. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. Um, but yeah, who wants to donate like 50 cents so I can get some cereal because your boy's hungry. But but seriously, man, like, what is Alpha Theta? or Denon DJ doing right now. Like they got two different names that like it's just like for years y'all been known as Pioneer DJ. You know what I mean? You could just put Pioneer DJ on small letters Alpha Theta, you know what I mean? So that people still are, you know, you still got your Alpha Theta name, but like people, like, that's just brand confusion. That's just brand, that is, and that's one thing, I don't even own a business like that, but that's one thing I know for sure is that you can't confuse the people. Just give it a name and move on. You know what I mean? Like Apple, Nike, Reebok, you know what I mean? There's a look at Skyra. You know what I mean? Just give it a name and move on. Like, but Alpha Theta, what is that? What even is that? You know what I mean? People still gonna call Pioneer. Sorry. Like you can try your best to Alpha Theta it up, but we're gonna be like, oh, that's Pioneer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I don't know. But good luck with that. But Denon's gonna be Denon. Denon has not changed. All they did was add a internal software, standalone software called Engine that works with Denon products, that works with Newmark products, and they keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I hope they come up with you know, hope they're cooking up something new in the lab that can do stems on the fly, because once they can do stems on the fly, bro, like really, who is really gonna like want to use Pioneer gear, especially if the stems are like super on point. You know what I mean? Like, because stems are getting better and better and better, and I'm pretty sure you know Pioneer Alpha Theta is keeping an eye on that to be like, okay, like once the technology is stable and you know powerful enough, so that way we get good stems and it's not taxing on the hardware, then yeah, that makes sense. You know, but yeah, yeah, man. Like I don't know, like I don't know. Excuse me. I'm just. It's just been exhausting that this whole fiasco, man. It's just like Denon has been doing this for years. It's just like it's that person, it's that kid in the corner that's telling you like, "Hey, it's gonna rain. Hey, it's gonna rain," and I was like, "Ah, shut up, kid. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, shut up, kid." And it's like it's gonna rain. I feel it. I know it. I did the research. Yeah, we don't care about that research stuff, man. We're the industry standard. You know what I mean? Nobody cares what you're saying, kid. And then, lo and behold, the kid is like, "Oh, you're not gonna listen to me? Well, I'm gonna get ready for this rain." And then what happened? The next day, sure enough, it rained. Y'all got flooded out, and the kid made it safe. He weathered the storm, and y'all were pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what to do, asking the kid, "Hey, you got an extra raincoat? You got an extra boat that we could use?" Blah blah. And that kid was Denon, an engine, and it's the little engine that could, man, and it did. It pumped right through the weather, you know what I mean? And then Pioneer, just like, we're the industry standard. People are gonna buy whatever we throw at them. They don't care. As long as it says, as long as it knows it's Pioneer DJ or it's Alpha Theta, they don't care. They just gonna buy whatever. They don't care. You know what I mean? It's just like that's their mentality, just so you know. Like they don't care, you know what I mean? Like they just they don't care. You know what I mean? And I can understand that. Like if you're like so rich of a company, then what does it matter if people care, you know, whether you're using their product or not? They're just like, we're gonna have our product out, it's gonna be in the clubs, no one's gonna replace us. We're gonna be here in the clubs on Monday, Saturday night, Sunday night, Thursday, Friday. We're always gonna be in the clubs. You know what I mean? And it's just like, granted that is true, but it's just like, don't take that for granted. And that's what they're doing. They're sitting on their high horse, thinking like, You know what I mean? And it's just like Denon is crawling up the ladder, man. And it's just like they see the advantage of just like they basically they see what you're not doing. You know what I mean? And then once they see what you're doing, and they're like, oh, okay, that's how they got into clubs. It's not, and they're like, well, it's not like we weren't in the clubs before, so it's not like they don't got any experience in there. Um, because what Engine DJ is doing right, sorry, Alpha Theta is doing is that they are saying, oh, excuse me, they're basically saying that their product has like the best audio, and which it does. Like the audio power, it does. It does have like one of the best, like if not the best, um, you know, audio, uh, out output to a grand like system. You know what I mean? But again, it's not like Denon can't do the same. Like I don't get what like the mentality of just saying to themselves like you, is it patented? You know what I mean? Is that technology that stage audio technology is that patent to the point where no other like mixer can have that type of power? You know what I mean? Because if it's not patent, then it could easily make a mixer that has the same or if not better sound quality. You know what I mean? Like they, you know what I mean? You could just get someone to research. Hey, what are they using over there? You know what I mean? Like, oh, they got this chip or whatever or this interface that's built inside their thing. Okay, like they could easily buy an A9 mixer, open it up, look at what's inside of it, compare it to their mixer, compare the sounds, and just be like, oh, okay, they're using this. Well, what company are they using to get that product or to get that sound, or what technology are they using to get that sound? They're just gonna get their sound engineers to look at another board and compare, and then be like, okay, we need to get something similar, or if not better, if not the same, or if not better. You know what I mean? And they could ride that high horse too and say, hey, we got just as good enough sound as you do. But not only do we have the same like sound, but we have better and more features. You know what I mean? So it's just like once they kind of like are like, we got great sound, um, and we got more better features than you guys. What more can you ask? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I'm done. I'm gonna go on Instagram and let people know because this is kind of ridiculous. This is kind of stupid. Anyways, peace.